It's good. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to dive straight to the point. So I'm going to do a little brief introduction in terms of who I am, first of all. So my name is Logan. I'm currently a registered pharmacist in the UK. And this is a video, well, it's not really a short video because I'm going to pretty much explain everything regarding my skincare. So basically, I've suffered from acne pretty much all my life. I've had acne scars. I'm going to show you a couple of videos from the before and after throughout the videos, but I'm going to quickly do like a quick explanation in terms of my journey because I couldn't wait to be able to do this video for you guys. So what I've done is I've gathered all the stuff that I was using or am using currently in terms of like my skincare and so forth. And I think for me, I've finally realized what works for me. It's not going to be just for me on its own because I've tried out this routine. Two of my friends anyway at the moment. Well, I'm gonna say two of my friends because she's gonna kill me. Well, one of my friends I did, and obviously my girlfriend that I'm currently dating now. So yeah, she's my best friend too, let's be real. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. In terms of this skincare, I've suffered from acne vulgaris ever since I was like 12 years old. Like it went really bad. Like it was so bad. You'll see in terms of on the videos. Well, pictures anyway. So I decided to go on my research. So when I graduated as a pharmacist, obviously I implemented the knowledge that I have now in regards to skincare and the researches I've done in terms of obviously papers, what ingredients. So I focus mostly on the active ingredients and why active ingredients work. Where do I begin? I'm trying to think, where do I even begin to tell you? I should just go straight to the point, shouldn't I? Cool. I'll just go straight to the point. So basically, with the ingredients that I've formulated, there's going to be a link below for like a PDF document that I've created, sort of like a universal skincare routine. And one thing I wanted to spread awareness on is men focusing on skincare routine or actually having a skincare routine. Because out there's the thing, I don't know, there's no such thing as men's skincare routine. But I see it a lot, like, you know, on websites. I'm not going to name any brands or anything, you know, because I don't want to come for anyone, but I'm just trying to go in terms of the terminology that's used out there. So, right, with regards to skincare, I feel like it's a universal thing. You should be able to just know in terms of the products that you need to be able to use. And there's a few areas which I'm going to mention now in terms of what I've seen people do. So the first thing I want to do is errors. What you do, why you do that is probably making your acne even worse or your skin worse, acne scars and so forth. So yeah, cool. For the first error number one is using cotton buds. Using cotton buds. So you're not supposed to actually technically use any cotton buds on your skin because this creates like a semi-exfoliation, or should I say you're just putting too much friction on your skin, which makes you not have like a really good texture that's not like smooth, you know, and sailing. The whole aim is to be able to get like smooth skin. So I'll show you all the products. I think it makes much more sense if I do product by products in terms of what I use in terms of my skincare, and I'll explain why I use that specific product because I don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm not really good at this editing thing, so I'm going to go straight to the point. Cool. So the first one that I like to use in terms of my routine is a cleanser. Look at me coming to the video unprepared. Give me a second. I'm going to go crash and we're back. Cool. Alright, cool. So now I'm actually prepared. Alright, cool. So basically, the first one that I use, you can get this one pretty much anywhere online, but it's basically this Cetaphil brand. So I'm going to go product by product, exactly what I use. Yeah. So this one is the Gentle. There you go. So this is the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser. So the reason why I like this one perfectly is because of the main ingredients inside and also the texture in terms of how it feels. So there's niacinamide inside, which is basically vitamin B3. And there's glycerin inside and panthenol, which works amazing in terms of like hydrating water into your skin. So I'm going to go into the glycerin shortly, but I'm going to explain it bit by bit. So this one, the first thing that you need to do, it's pretty much universal. I've never seen someone that doesn't go well with Cetaphil per se, that I've heard anyway. But this is stuff that I use. So you need to be able to double cleanse. That's the first thing. So obviously wash your hands, as you normally do, into the sink. Make sure the sink is completely clear. Do not wash your face in the shower at all. I never do anymore anyway. That was the first mistake that I did. So wash your face in terms of in the base sink. People call it different, man. By the way, English is not my first language. I don't know if you have noticed. Okay, cool. So basically you wash your face twice. It's called double cleansing. You basically just put 2 squirts into your hand, rub it like this one. Make sure your face is obviously damp or wet, just wet a little bit. And then go in circles like this. Exactly the way that I'm doing. Okay. The whole idea behind it is you're training your skin to be able to go upwards. So if you do like that, you're pushing your skin upwards every single time, but you're doing like this. So this is where I do it anyway, when I'm washing my skin. Yeah, everywhere. And then on the neck, yeah, focusing on that to make sure that it's gone. So that's the first cleanse. Wash it off down. And then the second thing that you need to do is pretty much repeat the same process again. So drain the water completely, clean the sink again, fill in with water, and repeat the process. Then obviously pat dry. So the routine that I'm talking about now is mostly Monday until Saturday. I'll talk about Sunday shortly. So you do this twice a day. So this is in the morning and the evening. So the first thing that you need to do after you've washed, obviously pat dry. So do not use a towel like, you know, when you're scraping and so forth. No. You can use a dedicated towel for your face, but just pat dry. Do you know what I mean? And then after you pat dry, yeah, that's where the magic begins. This is my favorite part. So that's the part that I actually came prepared for. So the first thing I use is this one. So this is the Garnier micellar water. This one is with rose water inside. These elements are pretty good. Micellar water is sort of like a mini semi-exfoliator. It doesn't necessarily go deep into your skin like that, but it's pretty good when it comes to obviously removing makeup, impurities, and all those little nasty, grainy stuff that you wouldn't have not washed properly when you double cleansed. But this one is sort of like a finish off. And before I used to use a toner, but I figured why not just use micellar water, since it's like a mini exfoliator and it's sort of like a good base in preparation of your ingredients that you're going to use. How you use it, no cotton buds again. So you literally squirt it into your hand, yeah, rub it like this, it'll foam, and then you pretty much just put on your skin like that in circular motion again, like I told you, anti-clockwise, yeah, keep going upwards. And then afterwards, when you do that one, you use, this is the product I use. So the products I use is the ordinary. So the first one is this one that I need you to focus on, which is the niacinamide and zinc, yeah. So niacinamide is perfect as an anti-inflammatory, like I said, vitamin B3. I can put a link down below if you like, for you to be able to do more research when it comes to niacinamide. But this video is not mainly focused on why this thing. I'm not going to go deep into depth like that because I'll be so real. I'm not qualified, sorry, to be able to go deep down into the whole dermatology side. But I can at least tell you what it does, which is obviously an anti-inflammatory, works as a perfect antioxidant as well. And if you have sensitive skin, it probably like calms it down. Do you know what I mean? Because for me, I do have sensitive skin, and when I first started using these products, oh my goodness, it was crazy. But this one was the one that managed to obviously calm it down, even tone. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives you that little nice even tone. And then after you do, so this is the morning routine that we're talking about. And then the next one that you need is the L-ascorbic acid. I just need to figure out where I put it. There it is. All right, so this one is the L-ascorbic acid by The Ordinary. This one. All right, so this one is basically vitamin C, yeah, but it's written chemically, which is ascorbic acid. And the L-butane sort of works the same as like the azelaic acid. So it reduces like hyperpigmentation. So if you have like dark spots, and so forth, like for example, you see this last dark spot that's left on me, that's gonna go away over time. Like I'm not even worried because I already know, because I had loads like on my face. But it's good when it comes to clearing that. But vitamin C is perfect to use in the morning because it pretty much brightens up your day, or brightens up your face even as well. Yeah, that's the second that I use. And then after the vitamin C, the next one that I need to use is the azelaic acid, or the one that I use anyway, is basically this one. You can get this one on prescription. It's prescription only medicine. Basically the 10% you can get it anywhere, 15% prescription only, 20% is again prescription only medicine. 15% is perfect when it comes to like controlling acne, hyperpigmentation as well. And then if I'm not wrong, Skinneren, which is 20% azelaic acid, is used for acne, mostly focused on acne. It doesn't really work as much when it comes to like hyperpigmentation. So 15% is the sweet mark. Yeah, so this one you pretty much apply the same thing again, just put like a smudge, pea size on your hand, tap, 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 tap everywhere. Do not forget your neck as well. Just rub again, anti-clockwise, everywhere. I just realized I didn't actually explain how many drops to use for the azelaic acid. Sorry, for the vitamin C. So for every serum, just in case I don't mention it, for every serum that you put, it's 3 drops. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, or 4. To be honest with you, what I personally do, so this is the recommended one, but what I personally do, I just take the squirt, the thing, squeeze it once, That's it, and then put it in my hand, all of it. That's what I do, but you don't necessarily have to do that, because obviously that's not what's on the label. But this is what worked for me, yeah? All right, so after the azelaic acid one in the morning, I use this one. So this is for the eye. You know how people will always be saying, oh, use this one for eye treatment to make sure you don't have baggy eyes and all that stuff. So the one that I use personally is the caffeine, which is this one. All right, so this is, again, by The Ordinary, caffeine solution, 5% with EGCG inside. But the whole point with caffeine, it basically causes vasoconstriction, which is basically making your vessels, blood vessels around the eye, smaller. So if you make it smaller, you get less puffiness on the eye. So it allows better circulation on there. That's not allowing you to have those puffy eyes. So it's perfect actually in the morning when you wake up and you have puffy eyes and so forth. Just put it literally around the eye. How you do it again? Remember, with this one is slightly different. It's 2 drops that you do. So the solution looks a bit brownish if you're looking like that. But you basically just put one drop on the other on your little fingers, and you pretty much just rub it. Close your eyes, obviously. Put it there, and just rub again anti-clockwise. It doesn't even take you long. And then that's the caffeine for the eyes. The next one now that I use is one I love, because the feeling that it gives you. Because when you put the azelaic acid on your face, it causes you to have like a little bit dry skin. So it sort of like dries up your skin a little bit, just a little bit. But for me, how I'll be able to remove that feeling, and also having dry skin as well, this one can be able to help. You don't necessarily have to get hyaluronic acid, in my opinion anyway, because I've listened to Dr. Shreejee. I listen to Dr. Shreejee all the time. Like, there's this amazing dermatologist on YouTube. You can be able to find. I'll put a link down below as well, so she can be able to obviously further explain this for you guys, so you can understand, the side effects with the medication. Well, I will. Well, there's no side effects of glycerin, but azelaic acid, in a way, yeah, they will explain everything in terms of on the video. But the glycerin one, this is the one I got on TikTok. I got it for £5, to be honest. This is the first one that I used. But with this one now, you can get it in any pharmacy. Actually, I sell it in my pharmacy. It's so weird speaking about dermatology when I'm a pharmacist, isn't it? Anyway, that's not the point. But the glycerin one, I sell it in the pharmacy. It can be used for sore throat, to soothe sore throat. But it can also be used for chapped skin, so, dry skin, basically. So with this one, you just put a little bit, like onto your hand, just a little bit. You don't need too much, because otherwise your face is going to be greasy as hell. You know what I'm trying to say? So you need just a little bit on there, and then afterwards you put water. Oh, sorry, you put it into this hand. Run this one under water, like the tap water, to basically wet it, and put it in your hand. Rub again, spread it under clockwise. The benefits of glycerin, right? Glycerin is basically what we call a humectant. Humectant is like an ingredient that basically absorbs water from the environment, right? And holds, I think, if I'm not wrong, 1/1000 of its weight in water. So it absorbs the water and pretty much makes it stay like on your skin. So you're pretty much fully hydrated the whole day. Your cells are happy. It's the same with hyaluronic acid, but in my opinion, I've used hyaluronic acid before, and it kind of dried up my skin a little bit. I did combine it with water, but for some reason it just didn't work for me. The one I've seen that genuinely works better than hyaluronic acid is glycerin. I think Dr. Shreejee probably agrees with me as well, if you look in her videos. Cool. So that's that one that you use. And then, right, so at the end now, so this is my morning routine. This is the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. So again, if you look at the ingredients inside, it's niacinamide, avocado oil, panthenol, and vitamin E. So, but the most ones that I pretty much like the most is obviously the vitamin E, niacinamide, and the panthenol. Avocado oil, like I said, it's there, it's natural. It just helps in terms of just oiling your skin, make sure it's nice and moisturized. It gives you that little nice oily feeling, but it's not really oily like that. Yeah, so you put this one again everywhere, including the neck as well. Do not forget the neck. And then at the very, 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 very end, where are my ingredients? Hold on. Oh yeah, it's in my bag. Hold on. Let me get it. Right. And then what you want to do is you want to be able to apply sunscreen. Sun protection, I cannot stress how important sun protection is. Sun protection is amazing. Whoever lied saying that darker skins do not need sun protection because we have melanin and all that stuff, no, it's cap, as you see on the before and after photos. So you need to be able to use sun protection. The one I use that I've seen that actually works for my skin, or for darker skins anyway. I've used quite a few actually. I've got a lot. sun protections that I've tried to use. So the CeraVe one, this one for me didn't work as much. I don't know, it just gave me that tingly feel. I don't know, it was a bit weird. But this one, perfect. It's very like water based. I can even do a quick example for you guys so you can quickly see like in terms of what it feels like. So I just spray one spray on there. So it looks like that at first. Then if you rub it on your skin, it just goes away. It's like water. And this is the before and after. You can barely even see the difference, which is amazing. Like, it's crazy. But I really love, like, in terms of like what it does. So with sun protection, you want to try and put that one on once every 2 hours if you can. For me personally, I'm a pharmacist, so obviously I'm always indoors, so I don't necessarily need to reapply every single time. But I apply in the morning, so 5 squirts in terms of in my hand, and then obviously put it around everywhere, including the neck as well, as the final thing that you put. Mind you, you're combining this one with the vitamin C that I told you about earlier. So vitamin C and sun protection, amazing. It's amazing. Like, it just gives you that amazing boost in terms of like sun protection. But I put mine in the morning, and then I put mine at lunchtime because I always have lunch between 1 and 2, and then soon after work when I do the night routine, which I'm gonna explain shortly. Well, just do everything in one. I just want to do everything in one. I'm so excited to tell you guys this information. Like, you need to know this information, you know, for you to be able to better your skin, especially for these guys, for men out there. I need to be able to reach out for you guys to understand that skincare is not based on girls. Men need it too. Do you know what I mean? Cool. So yeah, so this is literally my morning routine, the one I just explained to you now. So in terms of my night routine now, I'm not gonna, well, you know what, let me just go deep down into the depths in terms of how I do it anyway. So at night time now, what's different is I pretty much use the same thing, like what I explained to you earlier. So the Cetaphil Gentle Moisturizer, double cleanse again, at night time. So I do this around 6:30, yeah? So double cleanse your face. After you double cleanse your face, use the micellar water, the one I told you, to be able to create that nice base. And then after you use the micellar water, the one I use is niacinamide, the one I showed you again, the niacinamide and zinc. And then soon after the niacinamide, this is where this product, I cannot even begin to tell you how important this product was when it comes to changing my skin. So basically, it's a form of retinoid. I'll quickly explain what it is. But this is the one, I got it on prescription, by the way. But I think in some countries you can even buy it. But in the UK, what I know, you can get this on a prescription. So Tretinoin has clindamycin inside, which is an antibiotic. It also has a tretinoin inside, which is basically some form of retinoid. It is a retinoid anyway, the mastermind of all the retinoids. So it's sort of like, it's called retinoic acid in chemical form anyway. Increases cell turnover. That's the easiest way of explaining it. Or should I say, yeah, imagine a snake. You know when a snake sheds its skin? Like, there's like a crusty thing that comes out, and then new skin just comes out. Like, it looks nice and smooth. It's literally the exact same mechanism when it comes to that. So it speeds up the rate at which your cells are being produced in your skin, and then removes the dead ones and brings in new ones, remove the dead ones, bring in new ones, remove the dead ones, bring in new ones. So if you imagine this cycle that's consistent like that, you pretty much will end up having baby skin the more you go. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The first time when you're using this product, I'll be so honest to you guys, you need to use a pea size. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? I made the mistake of using a lot on my hand, but yeah, you need to be able to create like a line from here to there. That's what I did anyway. Or that's what I do now. So just a simple line from there to there. It doesn't have to be too much of it. It's enough for the whole face, in fact, and the whole neck as well. Side effects of the medication, I feel like I really need to go deep into the side effects of tretinoin. But again, Dr. Shreejee will be able to explain these things even much more better from a dermatology perspective rather than a pharmacist perspective. So tretinoin can cause you to be sun sensitive. That's the reason why you use this one at night. So it makes your skin way more sensitive to sunlight. Yeah. It can cause burning sensation, stinging sensation when applying other products as well, especially when you start using the gel in itself. But this is only like within the first month. For me anyway, it was only within the first month. But I feel like even though dermatologists or healthcare professionals, doctors and so forth, even though they say that this product makes you sensitive and so forth, right? The way that I thought about it was, I've suffered all my life. Do you know what I mean? I've suffered all my life trying to find products that can be able to work for me. I've over-exfoliated my skin. I didn't know what I was doing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I told myself, Logan, you have to stay persistent. Like, you have to keep going. Like, you've got this. You know, so I suffered. I did go through pain, sensitiveness. Like, I was literally going all the time. Like, you know, like trying to get used to the product and so forth. But I just kept using the product every single time. And I just got used to it within a month. And strange enough, I know some dermatologists say use this one once weekly and then increase and then increase and increase and so forth. Fair enough, that is technically what you're supposed to do in a way. But for me, I just went in. I was like, we got this. We're gonna get used to this product. So I feel like for some people, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself here. When I use this every single day, my body just got forced to be able to get used to it. Even though I was going through so much, you can go through a thing called purging. So purging is sort of like when your skin increasing the cell turnover, it brings out all that bad stuff that's underneath your skin. So it might cause your condition that you currently have, which is acne, to get worse at first. To have like random spots, whiteheads, and so forth, right? That comes up on your skin. So it's basically all that bad stuff that's coming out of your skin. So with the Tretinoin, like I said, so it does make you more sensitive. But in my opinion, the recommendation I would make is just be persistent. You got this. It's a tough journey, but trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. So for me, I started on the 13th of June, every single day. That's when I started doing this routine, because like I said, I wanted it to work. I wanted it to be real, and I would like to be real every single time with myself. So I forced myself and I'd use this product. So that's the product. So you need to be able to make sure that you use sun protection every single day. Sun protection is needed. You need to be able to use sun protection every single day. Every single day. Every day. I cannot stress this out much. People don't like to use sun protection for some unknown reason. You need to use sun protection. It's needed. Yeah, cool. So I'm glad that I stressed that out. Tretinoin, sun protection. Tretinoin, sun protection. Cool. So let's get back to the night routine. So wash your face, double cleanser, the one that I told you, micellar water, and then after the micellar water, niacinamide. Of the niacinamide, the pea-sized one that I showed you with the tretinoin anyway, this one. Yeah, apply it everywhere on the face. So you leave like a 2 to 5 minute gap between each application, by the way. I might have not mentioned that. And allow it to be able to settle for about 5 to 10 minutes or so. I like to leave the gap to allow the tretinoin to go into my skin, like, you know what I'm trying to say. And then as soon after it goes into my skin, I go now into the azelaic acid, the one that I showed you by Finacea. So these two products, Tretinoin and Finacea, this one, is prescription only medicine. You can only get this from your GP or your dermatologist. So just quickly go to your dermatologist and consult. Ask them if you can be able to use this product, be able to implement on your skin. I personally think it's the two most golden products in the universe. I think. Well, no, I know. As you can see. But anyway. Alright, so after you use the azelaic acid one, you pretty much use the other ingredients the same way that I told you to be able to use them anyway. So after azelaic acid, you go straight to the glycerin, the one that I showed you that you mix with water, not necessarily into the bottle, but put a little bit onto your hand, wet the other hand, combine everywhere, and then put everywhere in terms of on your skin. So this will work in terms of a hydration. There's one thing extra that I use that's different that I didn't show you guys. So this is only for nighttime because it does make your skin a little bit greasy at first anyway. That's it. So it depends on some people if they don't mind using it in the morning as well. But personally for me, I prefer to use it at nighttime. They do recommend for you to be able to use it at nighttime. Maybe because of that reason, it does make your skin a little bit shiny. But I use it at nighttime. I don't use much at all. So I use the Cetaphil moisturizer, the one that I showed you. This one. So I just squirt just a little bit in terms of onto my hand. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to waste the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to waste the ingredients. So after you put that one on, you put 3 drops of the oil. So the oil that I use for the face is this one. So this is 100% organic, cold pressed, Jesus Christ, cold pressed rosehip oil. It's perfect for the face, soothing. It doesn't even allow you to even break out as well. I think the rating on it, I forgot the exact value, but it's low basically, so it doesn't allow you to have breakouts, or shouldn't anyway. Should allow you to be able to have breakouts. Then you put this one on your skin, obviously rub everywhere. And then after, if you're going out, so since I do this around 6:30, normally in the UK it's already sunny, like it's probably hot at the time anyway, so I still do apply my sun protection again. Even if it's dull weather, apply sunscreen. Guys, sun protection is so important. I cannot express it to you enough. Sun protection is important, so you need to be able to use sun protection every single day, every time you get it, actually. So for me, it's just one of those things where I cannot go anywhere without using my sun protection, because I've noticed the differences in which it makes. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, cool. So I've explained all the products. I was so much excited to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I was so excited to be able to tell you, especially for the guys out there, because I know for majority of the girls, they do have a skincare that they're able to follow and so forth. You know what I'm trying to say? But for us as guys, or for me anyway, I didn't really care. Guys, I didn't care. I just put water on my face, lotion, Vaseline, whatever, keep it stepping. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a routine. I didn't have active ingredients that I'm trying to focus on. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this is my Monday to Saturday routine. So my Sunday routine is a bit slightly different. Like I said, all these explanations that I'm doing for you now, it might seem a bit confusing at first, but don't worry. What I did is I designed a PDF document. That's how I'm going to be different. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I created a PDF document that has all the list of ingredients that I've been stating inside this video. And I've listed down the morning routine as well, in terms of how you do the morning routine, what to do, literally every single step, what not to do, what to do. The night routine as well, that explains. It's a perfect night routine. It's amazing, I promise you. And then you have your Sunday routine as well, which is basically Sunday is dedicated for exfoliation day. So the only difference I do actually, so I don't want to make this video too long, but the only difference I do is when on a Sunday evening, that's where it's different. So the morning routine is exactly the same as what I've explained before, but the night routine is slightly different. So I double cleanse my face again with the Cetaphil, the gentle cleanser, the one I showed you. Pat dry my face, but I don't double cleanse straight away. I do the first cleanse wash, only one, yeah? And then I dry my face. And then this is why I use the Ordinary again. I know, I'm in love with the Ordinary. And the reason why is because they focus mostly on the active ingredients and it's not expensive products. You know what I'm trying to say? Again, I'm not going to name any brands, but I just am not a fan of paying so much for something that you can just easily get for cheaper that is exactly the same. You know what I'm trying to say? This is just active ingredient inside, no added fanciness or anything like that. But the thing is with this one, right? I didn't actually explain what it is. So this is a red liquid from the Ordinary. It's basically AHA and BHA acids. So the AHA and BHA acid is basically a combination of salicylic acid, glycolic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, all the acids that are designed to be able to exfoliate your skin. But I think for this one, it's obviously been balanced enough to not be able to hurt you in terms of on your skin and so forth. But it does make your skin a little bit sensitive. So when you first put it on your skin, it's like, it's the initial feeling, right? Don't be scared. By initial feeling, it sort of feels like a razor blade. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like a quick sting, but it goes away pretty much instantly. But you pretty much put it on your skin again, you know, rub, but don't do too much. Just do a little bit because it's gonna go into your skin anyway. You put this only on dry skin. Dry skin. There's no water, dry skin. So make sure you obviously pat dry first, then put a timer. Put it everywhere. Avoid this area. Yeah? So anywhere above my hands is okay. Yeah? So you want to try and avoid that area because you don't want it to be too close to your eyes. You don't want to be anywhere on that. But everywhere else, completely fine. Obviously, don't put it directly on your lips. I personally do this. Everywhere, yeah? And then I'll be able to put it on there. Once you put it on there, leave it on for 10 minutes on the dot, yeah? And then go straight to the bathroom, wash it off with lukewarm water at first, and then press down the Cetaphil for your second wash. Remember, you did one wash, and then you did the exfoliation. Now you're doing the second wash with the Cetaphil. The feeling might be a bit different when you first start taking. I keep wanting to say taking the medication. You know, being a pharmacist, you just want to say take. But anyway, that's not the point. So so once you washed it off, it might feel a little bit sensitive. Not even a little bit, a lot sensitive actually, but not bad as in like 10 out of 10 sensitive. Probably like 6, I would say 5 or 6, yeah, in terms of sensitivity. So obviously wash it off first with lukewarm water, and then with the Cetaphil, you know, nice anti-clockwise, just the same way in which I told you. So once you've washed your face with the Cetaphil gentle cleanser, you obviously pat dry on your face, and then that's when you go back into the routine now. So the only thing that's different on a Sunday night routine is you do not use this, only this. The rest you can use. So the Tretinoin, you do not want to use the retinoid soon after you've exfoliated, because remember, retinoid technically exfoliates your skin at the same time as well, so you don't want to over exfoliate your skin. Exactly. So Tretinoin, you only rest once a week, or I only rest once a week anyway, on a Sunday. And then the rest of the week, I go back into using Tretinoin again. So this one is a once a week on a Sunday. Yeah, so it removes pretty much all the gunkiness. It's perfect. The salicylic acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, all those acids are perfect because with the acids, they exfoliate your skin from the top and also from the inside. So brings out everything just out. You don't see it visually, but believe me, from a microscopic view, it's working. It's really doing its thing. So it removes pretty much all the acne that's on there. And yeah, you don't have to worry about pretty much anything. That's how I do my skincare routine. And yeah, I think it's about time I show you the before and after videos. Oh, pictures. I've been taking a lot for the past month. Like I said, I've been working on my skin from the 13th of June up until pretty much now, today. But I've been doing this every single day. My target is to be able to reach December. That's where I want to see that final change. Yeah, so I wanted to put myself in a room, a dark room with a light on there, so you can be able to see my skin from its purest form. So I'm gonna come close now so you can be able to see everywhere. So this is what my skin looks like now. Everywhere from the sides as well. So as you can see, like, it's just so vibrant, so hydrated, so healthy, so bumped up. If you see the pictures before, you will see them, but you can clearly see how it's improved my skin, how it's textured, how it's just allowed me to be able to be alive again. The confidence level is beyond, I'm telling you, like, it's insane. It's insane because I've been so self-conscious of my skin all my life, and I've actually finally figured out exactly what works. So please don't be afraid to look at the link that I'm going to put down below. I will put down a PDF document that I created myself in terms of how to do a perfect skincare routine. That's kind of like, in a way, universal, but I feel like it's universal because of how I've implemented it on a few people. Some people didn't want me to obviously show the photos on here, but obviously I'm going to show you for my girlfriend, and I'm going to show you for one of my friends as well, which I helped over the a month period. And for my girlfriend, she started the same routine time as me, but it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later or something like that. So she's been doing it for about 2 months or so. And yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I hope you guys can be able to allow me to be able to reach out there. I really want to be able to help people. That's my aim. That is the reason why I chose to be a pharmacist initially anyway, but I think this time around it's slightly different, considering I found something that can be able to help something that's been bothering me all my life. So I'm now using this to be able to spread it towards patients. So I'm focusing mostly on dermatology. You know, when you see those teenagers come in the pharmacy with Duac, you know, adapalene, tretinoin, for example, most of the times the GP just give them that and say, apply this on once at night. That's about it. They don't really explain in terms of how to do the routine at home, how to implement other products and so forth. And most of the times, these people are over exfoliating the skin every single time. They don't even know anything about skincare routine. And I really wish I could show you the patients that I have given the PDF document to. I'm not allowed to due to, obviously, GDPR. But it's okay. I can say patients. But yeah, I've had so many people come into the pharmacy saying thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I finally figured out something that works for me. I now have a routine that I follow every single day, and I feel much more healthier, confident, and stuff like that. So I wanted to be able to spread it out to you guys. And yeah, I aim to do some sort of business when it comes to skincare. I want to create my own products at some point that can be able to change people's lives. But no, it won't be expensive. I'm not trying to finance your money or anything, but at least I want to be able to change your lives, because I know exactly what it feels like to be able to suffer from skin issues. Like, I truly know exactly what it feels like. But I really hope this video was helpful in terms of explaining everything and how to be able to do a routine that can be able to work, especially for the guys out there, because you guys, you know, you just don't know about this until you know about it. So majority of the products that I've used on here is from The Ordinary, and then 2 of them is for the prescription only. The micellar water and the sun protection is not by The Ordinary. But yeah, this is what you can be able to use to be able to change your skin. Thank you guys for watching the video.